It just so happens that one of my favorite things to do also generates a ton of income for me, and that is finding and selling domain names. And so in this video, I've already accepted the fact that I'm going to give you guys a free domain mining extravaganza using Domainer Elite Pro, the best domain mining software available. This is Jamie Lewis. Welcome to the video. Let's get started. We're going to mine some domain names, and you guys are probably going to snag a lot of the domain names I found. It's all right. Consider it a free mining, and I'll do this later on without the camera, and I'll find some for myself. All right, so here we go. Basically, I clicked on the Mine Domains tool, and we have some options here. We can combine two lists together, and these lists, they're chock full of different words, different types of words. But something I'll do is I'll put in a keyword of something, for instance, that is pretty valuable, right? So I'll think like maybe let's try finance. Okay, that's a huge word right there. And then let's combine it with a list. And I'll make the words come last, right? So it'd be like finance nouns. Let's see, any of these words gonna be? So it's gonna scour, it's gonna do finance dog, finance cat, finance car, finance truck. All right, we can try it. Let's try it. Start. Let's see what's available. So, finance trailer. Finance antique. So these would be .com. Finance trailer. Let's see. Appraise. Let's see if it's available. Not bad. So it is available. And that's worth a little bit more than a lot of the domains I see people purchasing, but it's still not really like one that I'm going to save to my list. So let's keep going. Should we still use finance? All right, cool. Love talking to myself. I'll try the occupations. So finance. Nah. Well, maybe. Finance, banking, finance, insurance. Basic rule of thumb with this is, we're going to turn around and sell these. We're going to buy them with GoDaddy and then sell them with GoDaddy premiums. Now, once they're on GoDaddy premiums, we list them in this marketplace, and it kind of drives traffic. All the members inside Domainer Elite can help kind of kickstart your listing. It's really easy to do. You just basically click on a button in GoDaddy and then set the price that you want to sell them at. So a lot of the time, the sweet spot is like anywhere from $300 on up to like $2,000. And the reason why there's a limit there is if you get to the point where it's like beyond $2,000, $3,000, those domains usually, it's harder to find domains that are worth that much that are also available. I'm all for purchasing like a one-word domain name. It could be a big authority. You could buy one that's 50,000, 100,000, even more. But, this is like kind of like an unknown fact that I love showing you guys, because it is really easy. It's intrinsic value when you find really good domain names, and you can flip them pretty quick, especially if they have an appraisal for like $300 to $1,000, right? If you see in my GoDaddy account, I have all these domains that have sold, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of them, and you'll see the average price is usually like $300 or $400 or $500. You know what I mean? So it's just word of thumb, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's keep looking down the list. And then after this, we'll create a list. So positive. So you say finance, and then look at that, right? All right. Well, this might be a stretch, and there probably won't be anything available, but we'll try it anyway. All right. Finance seller. That's not bad at all. Finance seller. This is worth $60. I wouldn't give too much. Here's the deal with this, with the appraisal. Here's another really good tip for you guys. All right, if you see a domain and you're like, man, that is actually really good, and I know for a fact that I know people who would want that, right? Now, this is using the Estabot API, which is a robot. Now, it can be very helpful to have appraisals, and the reason is let me try to put this in the most simple way possible. First, I'm going to explain when it's wrong, okay? This might be a little low. Like, this might be worth a little bit more. And the reason is say, for instance, you went on Flippa to sell this domain name. Flippa allows you to put a description, right? And talk a little bit about what's good about the domain. So you'd add like some bullet points like, hey, this is a great domain for people who are in finance. It's an actual keyword. People actually search for that keyword. Here's some examples of what you can do with the domain. Now, you're being a salesman like the same way that you would sell a house, right? You're going to talk about the good things about the house. So it has a pool, it has, it's brand new, this and that, right? So that's why appraisals can kind of be a bummer sometimes. But here's the side of when appraisals are good. Say this said $500. Then the domain you might not even agree that the domain is worth $500. You'd be like, oh, that's a crappy domain. But it doesn't matter at that point because it has an appraisal. And the reason people would buy it is it's kind of like certification, right? Because Estibot is really trusted. So you could go onto a listing again on Flippa and you could say, hey, this domain is valued at $500 by Estibot. Now, a buyer will be like, oh, I feel safe buying that domain because, if I have a change of heart and I don't like it anymore, I don't want to develop a site on it, I could always flip it based on that appraisal. It helps it sell better. You know what I mean? You might not agree with it. You might even have more things you could think about like that are good about this domain without even mentioning the appraisal. That's the thing, is if it is a low appraisal and you don't agree with it, you don't have to mention it, okay? So that's on Flippa, but what about on GoDaddy Premiums where they don't allow you to have a description? Well, with that, you usually are either going to promote a GoDaddy Premiums listing on our marketplace, and I recommend to my members, I say, hey, go on YouTube and do a video like for this domain. Like, so you'd have this in your YouTube subject line, right? The title of the video, you'd have this keyword, and then you're like, hey, buy the .com, and then you have tags like domains, like finance domains, tags like that, and then you'll see it really helps you sell your domain. I mean, for real, like people are seeing it on YouTube. You're getting free advertising to sell your domain. So that's really good advice for people. And I wish someone had told me that like 5 years ago when I really started to get into domain mining and selling, where it's like, don't just post your domain on GoDaddy Auctions or GoDaddy Premiums or Flippa. Also advertise it. You post it there, but that's like the little hidden secret is like everyone who's like a top seller also is kind of like, they're really dedicating their time to like making sure that they get views and making sure that they get bids and you know what I mean, that type of thing. With GoDaddy Premiums, it's just like a one-time set price that you set it at. Whatever you think it's valued at, you set that price. It's not like an auction where the market dictates how much it's going to sell for, right? So I'll stop rambling. We'll get back into it. I like financeseller.com better than these for that reason. I always like domains that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Still not that good. I mean, I'm not like getting some domains, like you might see me all of a sudden buy something right away if it's like really like a needle in a haystack and I'm like, what the hell? How the hell did I find that? But I mean, this is going to be like a 10-minute video. I probably won't find anything that I already have like 500 domains, you know what I mean? Like, and I have a few of them on GoDaddy Premiums, and every couple days I see one come in. It says, oh, sale for 300 or whatever, right? And that's the idea, right? 500 domains would probably last you like 2 years before all of them sold, all right? So it's kind of like every 3 days. If you have that many domains, it's like every 3 days. But remember, they got to be good. They got to be stuff like this, So anyway, we're using the word finance. And so this would be start keywords. You'd put that first. So it'd be like download. Let's try this as a prefix. How to learn. Look at that. Legit. How to learn. How to find. Should we try domains? Nothing is going to show up. Watch, because domains is so freaking saturated. Yeah, see, all the stupid stuff is coming up. What if none of that makes any sense? Ship Nah, see, all the ones that are available are like ones that people don't want at least for this. Well, wait a second here. That's interesting right there. That's because you can't, how to win domains. That's not bad. So do you see those are the ones that I'm attracted to, right? I'm not saying that that's a great domain or anything, but when I'm looking at all these, it's really easy to teach you guys this where I show you what I don't like, right? Win a domains. That makes no sense. I hate that. I hate the fact that people actually would buy that. You know what I mean? Like, that makes no sense. Win a domain? Cool. That's cool. I mean, it's not great, but it's when the S is in there, plural, makes no sense. Where domains makes no sense. Okay? So these are bad. Do not buy domains that don't make sense. Okay? I think a lot of people would appreciate that, because if you ever see on my YouTube channel, there's all these people who are like posting their domains for sale in the comments. I mean, I hate to encourage that again. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but people are obviously making money doing that. Funny, right? So that domains doesn't make any sense. Spillover domains, it's better than this, but still doesn't make much sense. Ship domains doesn't make any sense. Domains is digital, and ship is kind of like something for like these are like something for physical products, right? Residual domains. That's better than this stuff. Okay, so recurring domains could be good. Doesn't make sense though. But the ones so far that are okay are like residual. Yeah, that's scroll domains. No, residual domains, not that bad. Like if you're a domain seller or something and your business is domains, that could be okay. I mean, it's kind of like that would come with a concept like, all right, you're going to get domains on tap, like you're going to get a domain every day or something like that. And then that would make sense. And then if you built that site with that service and then flipped it in the starter site section, you could do that in 2 or 3 days. You probably could sell that, but you'd need to build like a site accommodating that domain with that business model and everything. Same thing with this. That could be cool, like that little business model for residual and recurring. Obviously, no one thought of that, and that's why it's available. But I think you guys will agree that like these don't make any sense at all, so do not ever buy anything like that. But this is okay for if you're gonna, if it would be okay if you're gonna build a site where people get drops. You know what I mean? They call them drops, like when domains come out every. You know what I mean? Like, so that could kind of work. This is interesting because people probably do type that in. Okay, it's not a really good business to be in though, because domains are not refundable, right? Through the registrar or whatever. So people type that in because they're like, I don't like that domain. How can I refund the domain? That is kind of crazy. I mean, you could, once they get to the site, then you'd be like, oh, bad news. You can't, but what you can do is purchase this or something like that. You know what I mean? So again, that's like another example of like, it could be worth something if you built the site. You go to sell this on Flippa, I don't know, you might get kicked off Flippa if you put that on there, but you get my drift, right? Make money domains, not that bad, because that's not that bad at all. Still, I don't like it. Don't buy it. All right, make money domains. It's just like, it sounds like you're trying really hard to freaking put together a keyword, but it's not good English. It's great if it's like number 1, great English. Number 2, an actual keyword. Number 3, it's in a market or like that keyword is monetizable. And then number 4, no misspellings. Number 5, some humor to it. You know what I mean? As many of those characteristics as possible, and you got a winner. All right. Making domains, not that bad, but not that good. Lethal domains, that's cool. Brand name for a domain site. If you got a whole bunch of, if you want to build a site where you're selling your domains, something like that is cool. All right, that's really cool brand name. I'd have fun with that. I'd purchase that if that was my priority in the next few days or weeks to build a domain site. Right now, it's not my priority. Go for it. If you guys want to start a site called Lethal Domains and you post your portfolio and you got all really cool brand names and stuff, cool business model. How to play domains doesn't work. How to win domains is pretty cool. How to learn domains, okay, if it's an educational, training for domaining or something. History of domains, same thing, good for a blog on domains. How to do domains doesn't make any sense, not good English, right? So those are my ideas there. Again, this download, get, buy, watch, rent, fun, how to, quick, fast. Guaranteed, obviously guaranteed domains was gone. Like, it would be great if these were available, like buy domains, right? Download domains, buy domains, get domains, fast domains, quick domains, free domains. Obviously, those are all taken because they weren't in the list, right? So that's the type of stuff that you're really hoping you could find. Like, you're going to kind of get lucky, like it expired, or just you're lucky that no one ever bought it or something. But usually they're long gone, like domains like that, like guaranteed domains. Even building domains is gone. I didn't even see that in there, and that's not really very good. Okay? But, of course, the idea, oh my God, that you could have just imagined. That's why this is so freaking fun. You're mining for gold, you know what I mean? So, have I done this enough? Maybe I show you guys how to build a list. So what you do is you go to My Custom Lists and create your own word set list, right? So what me and my partner have done is we've created lists, and I'll do that demo list, right? And then keywords, right? So what I'll do is I'll do like downloads, money, payments. All right, and this will be like a suffix list, right? All right, so now we'd go to Mine Domains tool, right? And then we can select our lists, demo list. And now we have our words in there. So we can then be like food or something. I don't think anything will be available. It's only 4 words, right? What's another word? That's why I love webinars. You guys always give me ideas. Speaker. I don't know. That makes no sense. Of course, speaker payments is going to be available. It makes no sense at all. But you get the drift. That's how you do it. You can add in like 100 words, and it's just so much fun. And then you're going to get lucky. Find needles in haystacks and flip them for $400, and you're like, I love what I'm doing for a living. You know what I mean? So after you're done, post them on GoDaddy Premiums, right? So you'd go to GoDaddy, you log in, and then once you purchase this, right, you'd have it in there. You click on domains. It's like, oh wow, there's my domain, right? So you click on it and you list it on GoDaddy Premiums for like $300, or, look, why it's great. Finance has it. You see what I'm saying? So you always want to talk about these things, right? Like how it's a widely used keyword, how it's appraised, and how it is easy to remember, right? But this is like for like an RV site or something, right? I guess, or like a mobile home or something like that. So yeah, pretty good find. I mean, of course, what you really should do with this is you really are going to have to create a YouTube video to sell it, and be like, and target it for mobile home buyers, right? And be like, hey, do you want to buy, something even better? Own the domain for this. If you know mobile homes, and and you have to explain why this would be a really great investment, and you sell it for a few $100s, and it took you 5 minutes to find it. All right. Well, anyway, I think this was a good little demo. Wanted to show you some of them new features and stuff, and it's like that. All right. So, this person listed this one on Cedo. I don't really know what that domain is. I mean, that's the thing. I try to educate so people can get some really good domains. You know what I mean? But anyway, hope you liked the demo, and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, by the way, if you want Domainer Elite, in the description box below this video, you can click on the link, pick up Domainer Elite, and start mining domains. All right, guys. So I'll see you soon. Oh, remember to like this video, okay? Keep thinking of things. So like the video and click on the link, pick it up, and let's do business. All right, talk to you guys later.